Welcome to the Box of Inspirations, the place where you get the best for you and your business from successful people and entrepreneurs.
Hey everyone, my name is Rachel Miller and I am the Chief Listener at Pipeliner CRM. Today I'm going to share one tip I use daily for making prospecting on Twitter easier. Prospecting on social networks is not easy, and generally not because it's hard to identify ideal candidates, it's actually quite the opposite. The sheer volume of prospects makes tagging, engaging, and staying in communication with these future customers a very arduous task. There are a number of tools specifically built to assist with this social business dilemma, but I prefer a much more manual and much more tactical solution. Typically, I locate prospects by auditing existing customers. I see which hashtags they regularly use, what key phrases are commonly included in their tweets, and which Twitter chats they participate in. I use this data to create a social template, and I use this to identify new prospects. Once I have identified a new potential customer, I put them into my follow-up workflow. And to do this, I use Twitter lists, specifically private Twitter lists. I use them to segment prospects that I identify. I don't even need to follow these prospects to add them to a list. After adding the person to a list, I regularly check for opportunities to engage and schedule follow-up tasks in my calendar so important contacts do not get forgotten. I also use public Twitter lists, but for a slightly different purpose. Public Twitter lists are a great way to get someone's attention. When you add someone to a public Twitter list, they are notified by email. Adding someone to a public Twitter list with a fun name, such as Social Media Rockstars, is a fantastic way to give someone a nice acknowledgement and is much more subtle and positive than simply following them. For Hootsuite users, I highly recommend connecting your Twitter list to Hootsuite, and then using the filter by feature to identify very specific engagement opportunities. For example, you can monitor a prospect list and keep an eye out for strong and very relevant buying signals. For example, I'm in the CRM industry, so I'm always looking for a phrase similar to, can anyone recommend a great CRM? Or even as simple as, I'm looking for a CRM, or even mentions of competitors. The biggest takeaway is that successful social prospecting is a very strategic activity. Take the time to learn how to use your tools and develop a solid workflow for follow-up. One clever tweet will get someone's attention, but continual social touches will create an advocate. Thank you to boxofinspirations.com for allowing me to share my social prospecting tip with you all today. Please follow me at Twitter on Rachel Lou Miller. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for tuning in on today's episode. Head on over to boxofinspirations.com for full recaps and much more.